Well, hello there, Capricorn. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your November 2023 tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any areas of resistance or obstacles on your path, and then of course advice from spirit. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I would really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. It really does help to get my message out to more people, and I truly appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see what's on the horizon for you. Ascending the mountain, keep forward, and wombat spirit, be at home. Okay. So, this is the energy where I think you have perhaps been trying to make some changes, okay? Especially like in yourself, okay? Your mindset, your belief set, okay? Because the wombat spirit is very much that Virgo energy, a fellow earth sign, but going within to understand that you have the power, the determination in order to go towards what it is that you truly want. Ascending the mountain means that you're on the right path, okay? You're on the right path, but it may not necessarily be super easy at this time, but understanding that you have the courage, the strength, the perseverance to keep going. That once you hit the summit, it will be worth it, right? And I love that message for you because, sometimes when we're going through difficult times, we can start doubting ourselves. This is the message that, no, you're on the right path. It says, keep going forward, right? It's understanding you're on the right path. Maybe sometimes we have to tweak things, right? But when you listen to yourself, listen to your intuition. This could be a little bit, because this is all about intuition instead of trying to, follow, okay? Like you may have like a certain plan, right? And you're like, I'm staying with the plan. I'm just staying with the plan. But this could be your intuition kind of stepping in and saying, okay, what tweaks you might have intuitive energies around making a tweak in your plan, right? Understanding that you can change the plan. You may feel like you can't change the plan, but there's something here about maybe you can change the plan. It's allowing yourself to use your intuition to guide you. Yeah, you have adorative value here. Wow. Wow. Huge energy. Okay, so let's see what we have here. You just have this incredible energy, Capricorn. Beautiful energy. Okay. Now, this is kind of interesting because you have peace, serendipity, the temple path, door to spirit, right? And new life. And you also have the regeneration card, okay, which is the Phoenix Rising card. There could be something here about a relationship or a situation that has at times been very difficult, okay? But you're seeing that it's getting like a second burst of life, a second chance, something that will help it to go the distance. And it's almost like this energy where I feel like, have you ever, okay, this is the energy I'm getting, and it's kind of interesting because it's kind of like, have you ever been working really hard on something and you're exhausted, right? Like physically exhausted. Maybe you're doing a project around the house or something. You're physically exhausted and you decide to take like a 30-minute nap or something like that, right? And then you wake up and you're totally revitalized. I feel like this is a situation, perhaps with a person, okay, maybe even a romantic partner, because you have soulmates here, where you have had a break, okay? You've both been taking a nap for some time. So you could be separated from this person, and suddenly, okay, I feel like very suddenly, and we have the full moon in Taurus, and the lunar eclipse on October 28th. So this Saturday, I feel like, that energy plays into November. So you could be getting a message or something from this person. It's like something that has been sleeping for a while, or an idea that you've had has been sleeping for a while and suddenly is awakened again. And you now have this energy of having like a lot of inspiration, motivation in order to take this idea or this relationship to the distance, right? Seeing it all the way through. Sometimes we just do have to take a break, right? If you're feeling burnt out, maybe this is you taking a vacation, right? And allowing yourself to just relax, to recoup, to revitalize yourself so that you do have, the energy in order to go back to work and really see your idea or your career go in the direction that you are wanting it to go in. I feel like there's something that is coming in very spontaneously that brings you this sense of peace, okay? That this situation is going to work out exactly the way that you want to, even though it has been trying at times. And this is all part of your spiritual path. Okay, so you have door to spirit, you have the temple path. Understanding that the lessons that you are learning in this either situation, so maybe it's a career or relationship, is part of your path of understanding, Capricorn, that maybe you don't have to work quite so hard. Like especially if you're feeling like you need a nap, right? So you're burnt out with your career, or a relationship is just draining you of your energy, whatever this is. It's kind of like, take a break, right? You don't have to work quite so hard at it. Yeah, this is dropping the burdens. This is dropping the burden so that you can move forward in the direction that you want to. And look, for some of you, this could be a relationship, because, a romantic relationship especially, because we have the Four of Wands. This is the happy family, happy home card, financial stability, celebrating in the healing of something, but it's all divinely guided, right? This is all divinely guided. But it requires you of dropping the burden of thinking that something has to be the way. Okay, this is, you have to be the responsible one. Okay, so if this is your career, or a project that you've been working on, or a business that you've been wanting to start, or a relationship, the energy here is that you have been working too hard. So you can't even see the situation clearly, right? It's kind of like you take a break. And I'll say, like, I love to decorate my home, right? But sometimes I get so bogged, you get so into the details of something. And sometimes you just have to walk out of the room, go for a walk outside, right? And then come in and take a look at it with fresh eyes. That is the energy here. Whether it's a relationship, a career, a job, a project, it doesn't matter. You need a break because you're kind of like in the details of it and you can't see the bigger picture. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what we have here. Yeah, this is, you have the joyous fun, you have the soulmate card, you have the door to value, seeing the value in having fun, in having relationships that you truly enjoy. And I feel like, once again, you've been kind of like overworking yourself, trying to, I'm going to say, have you been putting your identity, because Pluto has been in Capricorn and now is moving into Aquarius after 15 long years of it being in your first house, you could have identified yourself with almost like overworking yourself, like identifying yourself to the burdens in your life or to your financial responsibilities, okay? So this has become a burden, but the problem is that it's a hard pattern to break because you have identified, you have been doing this for the last 15 years, 2008. You've been doing it so long that you kind of believe that this is your identity. This is an energy of knowing your value. Your value is not based on how financially responsible you are or how hard you work or over giving in relationships, right? I'm going to do the most work, right? That type of energy. It's about seeing the joy in the work that you do. It's seeing the joy in the relationships that you have. It's focusing on the joy in your life instead of focusing on the burdens in your life. It changes your energy completely. It helps you to get re-inspired in order to take the action, to have the energy that you need in order to go forward. Yeah, this is really beautiful because you have taking steps. It's kind of like you're discovering the golden nugget, the secret to life. That the secret to life is not about focusing on how hard you have to work or how burdensome life is or judging yourself, okay? Judging yourself or others based on their sense of responsibility. Okay, let's look at it this way. The King of Pentacles, lovely energy, okay? But he doesn't have a lot of fun. He really doesn't, Capricorn. And I feel like you've been the King of Pentacles for some time. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm just counting my money, watching my money, investing my money, working hard for my money, right? But not having any fun. And this is understanding that life is a balance. It's not about saying, I don't believe in the King of Pentacles anymore. No, I think this is important to you. This is part of who you are. But it's also understanding that it's time to have a little bit of fun. Because the fun is like taking a nap. The fun refuels us. It regenerates us. It helps us to be more playful, more joyful in our work. It helps us to see the bigger picture of life. It's almost as if you've become quite narrow-minded about your life is your work, right? And now you're understanding, yeah, well, when I'm doing that, then the problem is that my relationships, okay, are not really where I want them to be, right? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Let's see, because this is taking you in a good way. Yeah, look, you're moving towards being the Empress. The Empress is divine feminine energy. The Empress is the opposite of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, all he does is work all day. The Empress, look at, she's enjoying her life. She's sitting in this beautiful garden, right? And she's, working on her crafts, enjoying the fruits of her labor, right? But enjoying life, enjoying the beauty around her, enjoying her own beauty, allowing the universe to help her. The King of Pentacles almost feels like he is the only one that can create the money. Right? He is completely responsible for the money. Where the Empress knows, no, I know that when I allow myself to let the universe help me out, I will garner a lot of beautiful things from the universe. I don't have to work so hard. I can sit and relax and enjoy life and enjoy the relationships in my life. I want to have more fun. And therefore, I'm going to allow myself to have more fun. I'm going to love myself in order to have more fun. I'm no longer going to focus on it's just about the money, right? This has been a long trek. This has been a long trek for you. All right, Capricorn, sorry, I had to change my battery. The battery went dead, which I think is a little bit of the energy that you may be going through right now, right? It's kind of like your battery, you're burnt out, you're tired, you've been putting all this energy in, but it's kind of like your batteries are worn out. It's time to change the battery. It's time to revive the fun in your life, right? The relationships in your life. It's kind of like, yeah, there's more to life than just counting the money, right? Okay, so let's take a look at what your area of resistance is. Yeah, you have the woman holding a heart, happy, happy, healing light. And then you have the Four of Cups. It's almost as if you are denying yourself from seeing all of this beautiful energy that is around you. It's kind of like, it's the energy of, yeah, look at all of this here, but look, she has her back to it. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to go there. And once again, it's about taking a look at why you're feeling like that, right? It has something to do with, I feel like, this Pluto energy. And Pluto is all about transformations, transforming your idea of what it means to be financially responsible. Okay, this is all about responsible, reliable. You know, you could be the person that is never late for work, right? You show up every single day. You never take a vacation. You never take a nap, right? You want to be responsible and reliable, and you identify yourself as that person. But understanding that when you're doing that, you're turning your back on all of this beautiful divine feminine energy. This is the energy of the Empress, right? This is the energy of allowing the universe to help you out, of not feeling like you have to do all the work, that you have to be the responsible one. It's not that the Empress isn't responsible, but she allows the universe to help her out. She takes advantage of opportunities that come onto her path. She doesn't feel like she has to be the one, right, that is doing all of the work, right? I can so relate to that. I mean, I can totally relate to that energy, because I remember when, I had a very stressful job, and I can remember I felt like, yeah, I had to get there first and leave last. And, I identified with the fact that I was such a hard worker, right? But my life outside of work didn't have any of this. It wasn't pleasant at all. And I went for a long time just working and being burnt out. Yeah, look, your heart is truly desiring 10 of Cups. This is the energy of, I don't want to just be identified as a good worker, a reliable worker, a responsible, financially stable person, right? That, it's kind of, okay, it's kind of like a little bit of the energy at the end of the night, right? Right now, you might have some money saved up, right? But your relationship is with money, and it's not with people. And it's kind of like, yeah, at the end of the night, do I want to cozy up with, a bag full of money, or do I want to cozy up with somebody else, right? Allowing yourself to go to that energy. And even if you don't want a romantic partner, or you have a romantic partner now, right? And you're kind of like, yeah, well, I have somebody to cozy up with. But is it the level of emotional intimacy that you are wanting? We're not just talking about the physical, right? This is the physical. This is understanding. No, I want more than that. I want emotional. Yeah, because this is you believing in yourself, knowing that you have the courage to manifest. This is the Empress. The Empress manifests. She puts it out there to the universe, and she trusts. She believes in herself, and she believes in the universe. I think you may have given up on the universe. You may have at one time said, universe has forgotten me, and therefore I'm on my own. I have to create whatever it is that I want by myself. This is the energy of understanding, no, I don't have to work that hard. I can allow myself to allow the universe to help me, to trust in the universe, right? Because here, I want to remind you, this is a spiritual lesson. You're definitely on a spiritual path to learn how you can manifest everything that it is that you want. Go back and ask yourself, what are some things that happened for you, right? And that really and truly kind of like you were like, yeah, the universe had my back. Right? My spirit guides, my angels, they have my back. This came in, something came in, right? At least probably once in your life where you're kind of like, yeah, I manifested that. I trusted in the universe, and the universe delivered. Go back to that energy, because I feel like, and it could be decades since that happened, but allowing yourself to get back into that. Yeah, I think you used to be a good manifester, and now it's kind of like something happened. You had that tower moment. Somebody betrayed you, or the rug was pulled out from underneath you, and therefore you felt like the universe didn't have your back anymore. This is, I'm going to climb this mountain all by myself. And this is the energy of, no, I can use my intuition in order to guide me, right, in those decisions. I don't have to do it by myself. I can allow my spirit guides and angels to guide me towards what it is that I want. And it makes life so much easier, so much easier. All right, so Capricorn, let's see what your advice is. Yeah, there's something that you're wanting to build. I believe a stable life for yourself, right? The sense of happy family, happy home, financial security. There's something tangible that I do feel like you're wanting to build here. And I do feel like you do think that you're deserving of it. This is something maybe that you've been working on for some time. But here's the thing. You have the goddess of the moon. This is the full moon in Taurus on October 28th. I think with the full moon, and remember that energy continues for a couple of weeks, there's something that is coming to light for you. The full moon is illuminating something for you. The Eight of Cups is this energy of knowing that you have to make some changes in order to go from the Eight of Cups to the 9 or 10 of Cups. The Eight of Cups is, yeah, I can continue doing this. I can continue working and burning myself out in order to get to where it is that I want. But the Eight of Cups is that energy of, but I don't want to do that. I want to make some changes in my life. This is the energy of going within and asking yourself, okay, where is it that I want to go? And how can I use my intuition in order to move away from this towards this, right? Yeah, knowing, look, you have the 9 of Cups, putting your time and energy into your 9 of Cups. Okay, you know, this is not my my quote or my idea, but you know, I read, and I can't even say who it was because I don't know off the top of my head, but somebody said, you know, if you really want to know what's important to you, look at where you're putting your time and energy every day. Clock it out. Is your time and energy going into what it is that you truly enjoy about life? Or is your time and energy going into creating money? Okay. And understanding what is it that you want at the end of the day, right? Is it just money? Or do you want a balance between these, right? And I think you want a balance. Once again, I'm not saying you throw out the money. We all, you know, money is energy. We want that. But it's at the same time understanding, okay, where I put my time and energy is what I create. If you're putting your time and energy into all of these burdens, okay, this sense of responsibility, reliability, then that's what you're going to get. But if that's not truly your 9 of Cups, maybe that's your 8 of Cups, but it's not your 9 of Cups. It's time to ask yourself, how can I put more time and energy into what it is that I truly want for myself? And once again, it could be just having that balance between, you know, the financial security and having joy and love and relationships in your life. Yeah, really beautiful. I mean, I think we all go through this, you know, where we have to find that balance, where we have to realize that we're the only ones that can walk away, right, to make those choices. We're the only ones that can choose where we're putting our time and energy. So let's see. Let's pull a soul truth card for you, Capricorn, for some final advice. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? Yeah, and you have the wombat. This is understanding the answers that you have, that you are seeking, okay? Or the sense of value and worthiness are already within you. You don't have to be the reliable, responsible one, okay? The one that puts the most hours in at work. That was me. I thought when I was teaching that if I was the first one there and the last one to leave, that meant I was the best teacher. That is not true. Not that I wasn't a good teacher, right? But I didn't value the fact that I could be a good teacher without being the one that was at school the longest number of hours. All right, are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Breathe in your favorite essential oil, inhale deeply into your belly, drop your shoulders, and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. And that is exactly what the Empress does, right? She takes really good care of herself. She knows that she has inside of her everything she needs in order to create the life that she wants. She doesn't look to the external in order to find that. Wow. Beautiful message. I think this is good for all zodiac signs. It really is. It just kind of hits home at what is, where you put your time and energy is what is truly important to you. And understanding that you do have choices. Sometimes we want to say we don't have choices, but we always have choices. It's about choosing where you put your time and energy and allowing yourself to make those changes that it may be time to make in order to have more love, more joy, more happiness in your life. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. I wish you so much love and light. Please go take a nap. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.